up, guys? Welcome to a new video. Today is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and I'm off today and tomorrow, so I am very happy about that. Woke up this morning, went and picked up some breakfast from First Watch, and I'm heading home from there now. This week is going to be our biggest mileage week so far, and my coach just gives me my schedule 1 week at a time, so I don't know what we're gonna top out at, but this week is about 60 miles, so our biggest week so far, and I'm excited about it. But yeah, today we have a workout to do, but it's gonna be later in the day. But yeah, we're gonna go home, eat some breakfast, and I will see you guys later. All right, so we're gonna get today's run done in the daylight since it is my off day. Today we have around 8 or so miles, starting off with a 3-mile warm-up, followed by a fartlek session, which I will put that on the screen for you guys. Fartlek means speed play, so it's basically intervals, but the paces are going to change. We're going to get faster, and where it says like jog recovery after each set, that is going to be at marathon pace. So the whole fartlek session, it's going to be pretty fast, so we'll see how we do, and that will be followed up by a 3-mile cool down. So the weather is perfect. It's a little windy, but it's pretty cool, so I'm happy about that. We are getting these 3 warm-up miles done, and I will see you guys after the fartlek session. Okay, that sucked. That was difficult, and I did not even perform by what was asked of me. I'm out here on a trail. There's no like major hills, but it's definitely just rolling hills all throughout, and every single time I would start an interval at the fast paces, especially in the 5s, as soon as it was time for me to start, here comes the hill right as I started. I'm not using that as an excuse, because even if it was flat, I don't think I would have been able to do the 5:30 or 5-minute mile intervals, because I'm just not fast. But that was definitely hard. I thought about doing this at a track, but then I like might as well just come to this trail close to my house. I wrote down the paces and the amount of sets on my arm, because I just wanted to be aware of what's coming next, because in the moment of exhaustion, I didn't think I'd be able to remember, hey, we're going from 5:45 to 5:30 next. So I wrote it on my arm. So we have a 3-mile cool down now, and we will be done with this. I will put on the screen those sets we just did, and again, I already know I did not do what was asked of me, but I think we're gonna get better regardless. It's weird where marathon pace is usually the fastest pace we run at, and then now we have a faster pace, and recovering from the faster pace is marathon pace. So being able to recover or catch our breath running at marathon pace was weird and different, but yeah, that was definitely a workout. All right, so we just made it home from that run, and right after the run, I didn't think I did that well, but after the run, looking at the actual data, I actually did better than I thought. Now, rereading my coach's notes for this run, this is specifically the Moneghetti fartlek. Fartlek is a type of workout, fartlek meaning speed play, but this was specifically the Moneghetti fartlek. Quick rundown: 2 sets of 90-second intervals,
4 sets of 1-minute intervals, 4 sets of 30-second intervals, and then 4 sets of 15-second intervals. And we were not able to touch the target pace of 30 seconds at 5-minute 30-second target pace, or the 4 sets of 15 seconds at 5-minute flat target pace. But all in all, we were able to do pretty well. We ran a 5K during this time. This entire Montague fartlek is 20 minutes long, and we were able to run a 5K in 19 minutes 17 seconds. So we ran over a 5K during this 20-minute workout, which I am happy with. My coach described this workout as something you can do whenever you're strapped for time and you just need a 20-minute quality session. And he even said it was fun. I wouldn't say it was fun. It was definitely hard, but it's definitely a good workout if you only have 20 minutes to do something. And before this run, I was looking at my Coros app, and I have a Coros watch. If you have a Garmin watch, you probably have something similar. My Coros watch gives me a running fitness score, and with that score, it gives you a race prediction for certain distances, such as the 5K, 10K, half marathon, and marathon. And going into this workout today, I knew we could probably run a 5K in under 20 minutes, or I kind of knew we could. And before today, or since the beginning of this marathon prep, I will put on the screen my race predictions for all of these distances. And right now, it said my race prediction was running a 5K in 20 minutes 7 seconds. And I knew I could run faster than that, so it kind of, lit a fire under me. I don't put too much weight into this fitness score race prediction thing, but I definitely wanted to see it trending, since we've been training for a marathon for I don't even know how many weeks now, 10, 12 weeks now. I'd like to see that trending upward, getting faster throughout this marathon prep, but it stayed the same since we ran our 5K at the beginning of this marathon prep for just seeing what we could do for my coach. And it stayed the same this entire time. And I know we've gotten faster over these months of marathon prep. So seeing my race predictions stay the same kind of, lit a fire under me. And we were able to beat that race prediction today whenever we were just doing a workout, not necessarily doing an all-out 5K effort. So that was good to see. And the race prediction now updated itself. So that's also cool to see. I ended up writing the fartlek target paces on my arm, just so I kind of knew what was coming next, so I didn't forget. And because I didn't think I'd be able to remember during the hard effort that I knew that was going to take place. So I wrote it on my arm. So maybe you could do that if you have like a fartlek or something that it's nice. It's nice having like my watch program to do every set by itself. If I didn't have a watch and I just had to like keep up with time to do this, I probably wouldn't do it in the first place, because that would just be hard in and of itself. But since my watch is programmed with the workout, I just had to remind myself of which target pace to do. But yeah, that is going to wrap up today's workout. We still got a lot of things to do later today, which we'll get into it. But yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. All right, so it is finally time. It is almost 9 o'clock. The new season of Stranger Things has been out since 7 p.m. So a little behind. We just got the kids in bed. We went and got a little Maples family Christmas tree today. We got a little one.
It's perfect.
It's perfect for the room that we have. And also, we have to monitor Birdie and make sure she doesn't,
Eat
or, kids.
Knock it over.
Yeah, there's a lot of things she could do. But there's 4 episodes of the new Stranger Things out. I'm going to be watching all of them tonight. Harrison, you know, she's indifferent. She doesn't really care.
I like it. I'm just tired.
Tired. We're transitioning Birdie from our room to her own room because she's been in our room since she was born. So putting her in another room has been a challenge. Less sleep than usual.
Bottles out. No more bottles at night.
So a lot of change for Birdie.
Yeah.
She turns 1 year old in a week. It's crazy. But yeah, I am going to be watching all 4 of these new episodes. Harrison isn't going to be able to make it, but I am not going to get spoiled on TikTok. So I am going to get all of these watched tonight. But yeah, that is the plan for the rest of the day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, so it is the next day. I was not able to stay up and watch all 4 of the new episodes because I was falling asleep at like 12. So I woke up this morning and finished the 4th episode. So I'm all caught up until Christmas because I did not want to get spoiled on social media. What were your thoughts? You hardly even watched it. I told you you weren't that interested.
I like it and I listen to some of it in the background, but I'm not like hooked on the story.
I don't know, for whatever reason. I mean, obviously a lot of people are big into Stranger Things, but I like it.
To each their own.
If it was Harry Potter now, the new Harry Potter series coming out on HBO and next year, Harrison's going to eat that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have already been to Harrison's family's Thanksgiving today. Now I have to go run about 7 miles plus strides at the end of it and then pack up, drive an hour to my family's Thanksgiving. So let's go for a 7-mile run. All right, so we woke up this morning at 205 pounds and we've lost a ton of weight, about 35 pounds since I started making YouTube videos again, since the beginning of Project Dad Bod. But my goal for this race in about 6 weeks is to get as close to 195 to 190 as we can, because it's just a fact that the lighter you are, the easier it's going to be to run at these faster paces for longer. So to give myself the best shot of going sub 3, I need to be lighter. And that also makes me think of whenever people get into running, especially if they come from not really exercising at all, they expect to lose a ton of weight. And that's definitely a possibility, but running is tough. And after you go for a run, typically people like to treat themselves, as do I. But as we know, it is a whole lot easier to consume calories than it is to burn calories. So a lot of people, whenever they get into running, they keep their same diet or even increase the amount of calories they're eating because they're going for a run, they treat themselves, plus running increases your appetite, so that just makes you want to eat more. So if you're getting into running, it's just important to also change your diet. Just be more mindful of your diet, rather, because it's definitely possible to get into running and then your weight stay the same or even gain weight. So during this marathon prep, I've definitely been mindful of that, but we're just going to continue being mindful and also be even more mindful to try to get that weight down to, like I said, at least 195 to 190. I think that would help us out a lot. But we are almost done with these 7 miles, and I'll see you guys after. All right, so we've made it home. We are wrapping up Thanksgiving Day and this video. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family if you're watching this video. Although we talked about, you know, my weight goal for the race is around 195 to 190, we are still enjoying the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up. It's not like we're going to be in the Olympics or going for a world record or anything. It's not that serious, but we are going to be more mindful of that leading up to the race, but we're still going to be enjoying holidays. And with Thanksgiving comes Black Friday. And whatever reason, you know, Black Friday isn't necessarily the day after Thanksgiving anymore. It's like a week before or even 2 weeks before with some companies. And Nike already had some deals. So I got me some new running shoes. These are going to be my actual race shoes for the marathon. I got me some more Nike Vaporflies only because I have an 18-mile long run this weekend on Sunday, and I've been keeping up with my mileage on my other pair of Vaporflies, and we will be over 100 miles on Sunday. If I know anything about race shoes, super shoes, they're super expensive and they don't last that long. So I'm kind of probably going to be around 200 plus miles whenever all of my training is all said and done with my other pair of Vaporflies. So while there were some deals, while I could get these for a cheaper price, I went ahead and just got me another pair of race shoes, and these will be the actual ones that we're going to be racing in. So I've gotten that taken care of. We can put all the miles on my other ones. You know, we'll put some miles on these before race day, just so, you know, we're not going into race day with 0 miles on them. But yeah, I'm excited. You know, it's always exciting to get some new shoes, especially the ones we're going to break 3 hours in a marathon with. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.